Good afternoon, everyone. Our first order of business today is a very pleasant and special one for me. As many of you know, HCEA's highest award is its Distinguished Service Award. This is an award voted on by the HCEA Board of Directors to recognize the individuals who have made a major contribution to HCEA and to the healthcare convention and exhibition industry. It's a Lifetime Achievement Award given only to individuals with at least 10 years experience. It's not necessarily given every year, but only when the HCEA Board of Directors feels that a deserving candidate has been nominated. So it is a very special honor for me to present this year's Distinguished Service Award to a most deserving recipient, my friend and colleague, Pat Friedlander.
Thank you, everybody. This really means a lot to me. Before I forget, I want to make sure that I thank the board and I thank the HCEA staff. I've worked with the staff for a very long time. And I'd like to quote my granddaughter Adeline when I gave her her dollhouse last month, and she said, "Wow, cool." So this is "wow, cool." And I'd also like to come clean at this point about my first HCEA meeting. And it's something you first-timers might take an object lesson from. I have to give you just a teeny bit of history. From the mid-'70s until 1989, I was in book publishing. And during the '80s, there were lots of mergers and acquisitions in the book industry, in the publishing industry, leading to its total collapse right now. But anyway, I managed to skate through a lot of these mergers and acquisitions. And then in 1989, the company that I was working for, which was owned by Time Warner, was sold to Rupert Murdoch of Newsday. And I realized I wasn't going to skate anymore. So I was given the option of moving to New York. And nothing against New York. I would move to New York for love, but not for publishing. And we had a lot of support, you know, the outplacement and all that stuff. But I also realized that in that industry, I wasn't growing anymore. I did what I did really well, but it was limited. And I just didn't want to keep doing that. And I decided it was time for a change. And there was a button that buttons are like, for young people, I'm bashing them today. They're like pieces of flair that we used to wear on our clothes. And the button was, "Change is good, you go first." So speeding all this up, I'm now at my first HCEA meeting. And I'm terrified. And everybody seemed to know everybody else. And I didn't know anybody. And they were all just friends. And they talked about stuff, and they had code. And I was very frustrated. So one afternoon, because HCEA back in those days was at least, I don't know, what, a week and a half or something? And so I went to a movie in the middle of the afternoon. And I'm not going to tell you the name of the movie because I will ruin my reputation as a movie snob. But I was sitting in the theater, and all of a sudden, the words of The Clash came into my head. Should I stay or should I go? So obviously, I stayed. And many, many years later, here I am. And I look out over this sea of faces and sea of bodies of people that I really like, and the first thought that comes to my mind is I can't believe how many of you I've had meals with. And I don't mean meals like this wonderful Access TCA meal, thank you very much, which I haven't eaten yet because I was sitting there nervous. I mean meals in restaurants in Boston, in New York, in Washington, D.C., in Baltimore, in Orlando, in Houston and San Antonio and San Diego, even in Anaheim and San Francisco. Or you come to Chicago and you call me up and you say, let's get something to eat. And those of you who do that know that I rarely say no. And besides the restaurants, we've gone to all those food courts. We've gone to the food court in Boston, in DC, and Vegas, and I'm very proud to have introduced a number of you to Connie's on the mezzanine at McCormick Place. And then I look out at all these faces, especially those of you in the front row, and I think of all the meaningful conversations we've had over the years about shoes, and about skincare, and jewelry, and hair, and my grandchildren. And I look out and I think there are so many people that I can honestly say, I know where you are almost every day of the year. Most recently, it was John Elms watching for a red truck in a real bad part of Greece. Or it was Cindy McCormick who was at the Budapest Opera singing Salome, and I said, see, it's all about the hair. And the other thing is that we've supported each other over the years. Good relationships, bad relationships, births, deaths, job changes, all those life things. And I would say, too, there are a lot of people that I have worked with sitting here, like in real jobs, but also a lot of the people that I've worked with have retired and gone on to do other things. But there are a lot of young people here that I'm getting to know, and you guys are really the future of this association in our industry. And keep coming, because we need you, and we need your energy, and we need your ideas. Don't go to movies. And I also want to say to those of you who are in the middles of mergers and acquisitions, like I was 20 years ago, don't give up. Think good thoughts. There are really good things out there. Don't give in to all the anxiety and the fear and the negativity all around you. That's so unproductive. Just stay true to yourself, and good things will happen. That's all I really want to say. This means a lot to me. You all mean a lot to me. HCEA means a lot to me. So the last thing I just want to say is, wow, cool.